A lot of us hate studying and doing homework because it's boring. It's boring, repetitive. We much rather be on the game, much rather be outside, talking to our friends and stuff. When I was in high school, I hated to do it so much that I almost never did study or do homework outside of school. But once I got into college, I had to start studying. And even now, I use tactics to help me focus when I'm working. Sorry, excuse me. So what's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy GLX back with another video for y'all, man. Back with another banger. And in this video, I'm going to be explaining to y'all methods that help you focus when studying. Methods that I use personally, actually, during high school and college. All right. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe to the video, y'all. Comment down below what videos y'all want me to make next. This video was requested by one of y'all. So I'm going to help y'all out because he told me that he was really struggling in high school or school to study. So I got you, bro. I'm going to help you out. Without further ado, let's get straight into it, man. So how to avoid distractions. The first method that I used to do was write down the homework and what you need to do and create a plan, right? So when I was in high school and in college, actually, my biggest issue with studying was not that I actually didn't want to do it. That wasn't my biggest issue. My biggest issue was that I had to remember that I have assignments to do by this day, that day. Like, because we had a system online where like you can check the due dates, but I was really lazy. I did not want to do that. I'm not going to lie to you. And it was hard for me to even get up from my bed to go to my computer to check, okay, I got to do this by today, or this by tomorrow, or this by next week, all that stuff. And I would just rely on my brain to remember, oh yeah, you got to do this by the end of the day, this by the end of that day, this and that, this and that. And especially when I was in high school, bro, that was not going to fly with me because not only did I have sports to do, but I was talking to my friends and stuff, dealing with girls, all this bullshit, a bunch of bullshit, right? And I'm not making excuses for myself because I feel like I could have still done it. I just didn't want to. I just wanted to be lazy as fuck, right? So I had to make a system up because I knew I was not disciplined at the time. I was not disciplined enough to stay focused on my work and stay focused enough to actually like remember that stuff. So I had to trick my brain. So I created a system for me, and what that was whenever the teacher was telling us, okay, so this is what y'all got to do by this day and that day, do this many pages of this many problems, whatever, I would immediately get on my phone and then go up to the notes app and then write down, okay, to-do list, math homework, this many pages, this many problems. Then the next class, this many pages, this many problems, and then the next subject, whatever. You feel me? But I also wrote it down too, because if I couldn't use my phone, I would just get a piece of paper and I would write it down. You feel me? And actually writing it down is better because you remember when you write it down rather than just texting it. But the whole purpose of me writing it down or just noting it in general, the purpose of me doing that was because I took the load off from my brain because now I put it on a piece of paper or I put it on my phone. Now the load is off of my brain. It's to remember everything that I just that the teacher just said for me to do. I just wrote it on a piece of paper. All I need to remember is, oh, do I have anything to do today? I don't remember. Let me go to my to-do list. Oh, okay, so I got this and this and this to do today. You feel what I'm saying? I don't got to spend my time remembering everything. All I got to remember is one thing. Go to my to-do list. And that's what I did to remember, okay, I got this to do. Like I viewed my to-do list almost like a checkpoint. Like I made it a mental note in my mind. Like this is like a checkpoint. If I forget things, this is a checkpoint. You feel what I'm saying? This is where I go if I need to remember what I got to do. You feel what I'm saying? But then after that, once I've got everything and I wrote them down, okay, do this, do that. Once I wrote all that down, I also write down the plan for studying, which things I'm going to do first, how many pages it is, and how long that will probably take, and how long that'll last. You feel what I'm saying? And then what time I would do it, what time I'll probably be done. The reason I did this is because, first of all, when you actually start planning it out, it almost makes your mind have no excuses. Like you know what you're supposed to be doing, so go ahead and do it. You feel what I'm saying? One of the biggest reasons that people procrastinate is because they kind of are unstructured and their mind uses that as an excuse to do other things, to kind of distract them from what they know they should be doing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, y'all feel it whenever you know you got to do something, but you kind of already been doing this thing that is more fun than whatever you got to do next. So now you kind of are like, well, I can just wait. I'm just going to be doing this. I'm just going to be on my computer. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just going to be playing that game. My homework wants to call in a few minutes. I'm just playing that game. Even though you got a project that you do like next week. You feel what I'm saying? And you haven't even started on that shit yet. Or you got math homework that's due tomorrow. You feel what I'm saying? And it's because our brains thrive off of habit and plans. And I've said this countless times, right? Habits form our brains, habits form us. So if you make it a habit to study at this time, this hour, this day, every single day, then your brain will see that. Like for example, if you say you're going to study math every single day at 8 p.m., your brain will associate 8 p.m. with math. It'll turn the math section on every single day at 8 p.m. Like literally, it's the mental stuff. The mental stuff goes to the physical because literally you can change the physical based off the mental. You feel what I'm saying? Just in general, make a plan after you have jotted down everything in your to-do list. Now, the second method I used, bro, was starting with the easy work first and then moving my way up to the hard work. Honestly, this really can go with the first method. This can go hand in hand. Honestly, every method I'm telling y'all this video can go hand in hand with each other. You feel what I'm saying? But I know not everybody uses the same methods, and not all these methods will work for everybody. You feel what I'm saying? You need to find what works for you. You can use all these methods or just one of these methods. As long as that works for you, you feel what I'm saying? Now, what do I mean by starting with easy work and going to the hard work? Like, because I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all who study or like do homework or are in school would know, like, if there's like a project that you want to do and like it's really, really long, it's really, really tedious, you would feel like you want to get started on that one first. That makes sense, right? Like to get started on the hard things first. That makes more sense. However, that's not entirely wrong. However, the reason why starting with the easier work first helps out more, at least for me, is because, first of all, when you want to do the hard work first, bro, it's real. I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of scary. Like, we can admit this is a safe space, but we can admit it. Doing the hard work first, it's kind of scary, bro. Not even that it's scary, it's just that your body will physically hate how boring it is. You feel what I'm saying? Like, at least for me, my body literally hates boring things. It just physically rejects boring things. So whenever I know I got a project to do, bro, and I know it's going to be boring, I know it's going to be long, I know it's going to be tedious, my body physically, like, I don't want to do it. You feel what I'm saying? But again, we don't care about that on this channel because, again, feelings don't matter. But that's not the point. The point is that since that can be really hard to start something hard, and your body will just kind of like freeze and not want to do it and then just procrastinate. That's where procrastination comes in. But doing the easy work first, you can say, okay, you know what? Let me just at least get this done today. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe it's just 5 problems on your math homework. Let me just get that done today. You feel me? What that's gonna do is it's going to show your mind, okay, I got this done. Yeah, I'm kind of in a rush right now. You feel what I'm saying? What's next? Like, let me just take a look at it. What's next? Oh, it's social studies. Only 10 questions? Okay, that's not that hard. Let me just go ahead and do it. You feel what I'm saying? Because once you do the easier thing, it builds momentum to carry on. You feel what I'm saying? So, when you do that easy thing, it's going to be like, okay, you know what? That wasn't that bad. Let me see what this one's talking about. Let me see what this one is. You feel what I'm saying? Now you're moving on to the harder things. It's eventually like an hour's passed and you're already on the hardest one, but you're still doing it because now you have momentum to carry on. You feel what I'm saying? All right, step 3, the third method I used. This one really like helped me out a lot. Change your environment. I think this one is my favorite one for sure, bro. I'm not gonna lie, for me, this might be me. Working out at home, bro, would never work for me. I mean, sorry, no, not working out, but like trying to study at home, bro. That shit never worked for me, bro, at all. And the reason that never worked for me is because everyone's mind associates, at least most people's mind associates home with comfort, specifically their room. Because if you got a room to yourself, you kind of associate that with that's your space to relax. That's your area. That's your space to chill. You feel what I'm saying? Like when you look at your bed right now, bro, most of you are probably on your bed. Most of you are probably like on the computer. But if you look at your bed right now, when you look at your bed, what do you see? You don't see something to study on. You see something that you sleep on, right? So your brain says, okay, that's sleep. That's over there is sleep. You feel what I'm saying? So your bed is now associated with sleep. So every time you want to study on your bed, if you're on your bed, it's gonna be harder for you to focus because now you're getting more sleep because your brain is like, what are we doing? This is sleep. You feel what I'm saying? This is sleep time. You feel what I'm saying? Like this is a sleep space. You feel what I'm saying? Like your PC too. If y'all who be gaming and shit on your PC, right? Your brain sees your PC as like that's entertainment. That's not work. That's entertainment. You feel what I'm saying? It's like your PC is like, oh, like why would I be doing work on my PC? I use that for games. So then your brain will look for distractions on your PC to maintain the level of dopamine you get from playing a game. And dopamine is just like feeling good emotion, like the feeling good hormone. I'm gonna go more into that on another video. You feel what I'm saying? So what I did when I got to college, I used to go to the library for my campus. You feel what I'm saying? Because my campus had a library in it, and on the days that I didn't have class, I would go to my campus and study there for the whole day, or at least until I finished all my homework, or most of my homework. And the reason I did that was because, one, I put myself in that environment that's a learning environment. You feel what I'm saying? Home is a comfortable environment. Like, optimally, home should be a comfortable environment. I know not everybody's like, home is like comfortable, but y'all feel what I'm saying? Like, home should be an environment for like relaxation, for sleep. So your brain is associating that with sleep and relaxation. It is associating that with like working hard and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Shut the fuck up, BC. Anyway, your brain associates that with like comfort. So when you go out of your way to go out and go into an environment that's actually fit for learning, your brain toggles that part of your mind where it's like, okay, let's start doing this. You feel what I'm saying? Let's start kicking into high gear. You feel what I'm saying? But I know a lot of y'all don't have college campuses, or like a lot of y'all are in high school. Y'all can't access your library all the time. So when I was in high school, I would go to my public library and go there. Because again, same thing. It's a learning environment, and I had to walk to my library. It was like a mile, but it was still, I had to walk there. And if y'all can't go out to your public library, then y'all can study. Y'all would probably have to go to your kitchen. Yes, your kitchen. Like I'm telling you, like your kitchen is a good environment. Why? Is because your kitchen is not your room. Basically, essentially, bro, anywhere that is not your room can be a place to study at. Let me say that again. Anywhere that is not your room can be a place to study at, bro. And the reason is because the places I listed off were good places for like study environments, right? But it's not even more so the location that's the reason why they're so good. It's the fact that you are actually going out of your way to leave your home or leave your room to go to a place designated for studying, or designated that you're saying, I'm studying here today. You feel what I'm saying? That sets in your brain, okay, we're not in our room anymore. We're not relaxing anymore. We're going outside. So it's time to lock in for real. You feel what I'm saying? It makes your brain understand like it's not time to rest anymore. It's time to study. You feel what I'm saying? Next one, man. The Pomodoro technique. I learned this technique in high school and I never looked back since, bro. This one is really good. What the Pomodoro technique is, essentially, is doing things in bursts. It's very effective for people who do not want to study and they have to study when they don't want to study. And it's especially effective for cramming large amounts of information in one sitting. What it is, bro, so basically, before you study, you set a timer for 10 or 15 minutes. You can go less, you can go more. You feel what I'm saying? So then you set the timer, and then once you're studying, you study for that time and you don't get distracted. Also, you turn your phone on D&D. That's very important. Turn your phone on D&D. And honestly, I recommend deleting the apps that you use for like communication, like your TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Honestly, if you want to be real, delete them. But I mean, that's not required, but that's just an extra step. You feel me? So you study for 15 minutes, and after the 15 minutes are up, you take a 5-minute break. But during this break, you do not scroll on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube. You don't check your notifications on your phone. Matter of fact, you don't even touch your phone at all. Just go outside, clear your mind, get some fresh air, open the window, look outside. You feel what I'm saying? Do not get on your phone at all. And then you go back to studying for another 15 minutes or 10 minutes. You feel what I'm saying? Why this is so effective is because for me, when I first started this technique, first of all, on the days where I didn't want to study at all, it made me see I used the 15 minutes as kind of a carrot on a stick, essentially. My mind was I don't want to study for this long. So then I said, okay, how about just 15 minutes? 15 minutes and then 5 minutes. You feel what I'm saying? 15 minutes and then 5 minutes for rest. So my mom was like, you know what? 15 minutes, that's not that long. Fine. Only for 15 minutes. And then what happened was, remember I said the momentum, you feel what I'm saying? When you start studying, you get momentum and it carries on. So I got momentum after the 15 minutes to the point where I would go in for another 15 minutes. And then I would take a rest. But then I would go again for another 15 minutes and then twice. You feel what I'm saying? Because it gave me the momentum and the confidence to keep going, because I told myself I did 15 minutes, I can do another one. You feel what I'm saying? That's why this is so effective, is because it tricks your brain into thinking that it's short when really it actually is the right amount of time for you to lock in and get that momentum to keep going. You feel what I'm saying? Really, you only need about 5 minutes of studying to really get that momentum. But if you do 15 minutes of real focused studying, that shit can equal hours of unfocused studying. You feel what I'm saying? The next one is do not listen to music with lyrics. Now, a lot of y'all be listening to music when y'all study, and that's fine. But stop listening to music with lyrics. Start listening to those background music, for those videos, non-copyright music. You feel what I'm saying? I'm putting online right now. Y'all remember them non-copyright music, those gaming channels or the tutorial videos with those non-copyright music, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I listen to that stuff when I'm studying because that shit's effective for me. You feel what I'm saying? It got no lyrics in it, and I'm not trying to listen. I'm not trying to bob my head and match the lyrics. You feel what I'm saying? Because understand, when you're listening to a song with lyrics, you're gonna want to kind of match the lyrics, say the lyrics, sing the lyrics and stuff. You feel what I'm saying? And that's a distraction. The lyrics can distract you from actually working. You feel what I'm saying? As crazy as it is, the lyrics can distract you from actually working. You feel what I'm saying? And the last method that I used was to join a study group that actually studies. Now, I say a group that actually studies because I'm not going to lie. When I got to college, bro, I was in a study group with my girl. So y'all can already tell how that went. But on the days that we weren't goofing off, we were actually studying, I got a lot of work done. You feel what I'm saying? And the reason why I got a lot of work done is because literally when you surround yourself with people who actually are studying, it almost forces you to study. It's like they're doing it, so you don't want to get left behind. You don't want to be the odd one out and get left behind while everybody else is studying and doing all this productive shit. Why are you the one scrolling on Instagram? You feel me? Saying get to work. That's what your mind is telling you. Just get to work because you're surrounded by people who actually study. Excuse me. But if you're just surrounded by people who aren't studying, just goofing off, then you're gonna goof off. That's why I say a group that actually studies, because if you surround yourself by people who study, you're gonna study. You feel what I'm saying? But alright, man, that's all I got for y'all this video, man. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, y'all. We're on the road to 20 subscribers. Hey, man, we out. Appreciate y'all watching the video. We out.